Oh, I am fuming. I am fuming on the inside, and my anxiety pills are very much trying to take over and to fix the fuming inside, but I have been switching medications and everything's still a little bit messy. So, I want to try to do this video as respectful as possible, as respectable as possible. But I'm pissed. But we're going to try to be as calm as possible. And I don't even... hold on. I had to pause the video for a second and take some time to think about this. But first of all, I want to say this video is going to be about me getting fired from a venue. Again, seems to be a common occurrence for me. But all of this back here, just know I'm trying not to be a hoarder, but I have been selling clothes on Poshmark, and this is a lot of the stuff that either hasn't been listed yet or has been listed and I don't have a place to put it, so that's what's going on behind me. Sorry about that. I wonder if I can turn this up a little bit. No. Hello. I did not want this to be one of the first videos of the new year, but hello, here we are again. I'm not gonna say the name of this venue. I think some of y'all know what it is, and I think some of y'all kind of put two and two together by the post I made on Facebook versus the date that I was talking about. But I'm not here to just like have y'all send hate to this place. Don't do that, because that's just gonna cause some more drama. But you can gladly voice your opinions to me if you want to. But anyway, let's start the story. I started playing at this new brewery outside of Atlanta in September. Wait, I think it was September. And the sound was not great. I would have rather just used my own equipment like I normally do. But, you know, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't causing them any inconvenience. So I used the system. And what do you know if on that very day, I get really upset at like after my show because my boyfriend was playing at another venue that I've been fired from, and he told me that the owner of that venue was talking to him about how me and his ex-girlfriend and all this stuff just caused so much drama, and that he didn't want, you know, to be a part of that. He just loves that my boyfriend just isn't in all that drama. And I'm like, what drama? I stood up for myself. I literally did not know that people didn't like me there. I didn't know that one of the servers didn't like me there, and that she told him that she didn't like me because she was always nice to me. I didn't know she didn't like me. And just all this stuff was going on behind my back, and that's not drama, but I'm drama because I told him how I felt. I love how women get called crazy just because we stand up for ourselves. Anyway, that was the first night I was there. I got upset about another venue that fired me because he was talking behind my back to my boyfriend about me. The owner was, which was great. So then the next time I played at this particular venue, all was well, except I had to be upstairs. So they, you know, they helped me. They were very nice. The managers were, and they helped me carry my equipment up the stairs and set it up. There was a private party going on downstairs, so I got to use my own equipment. Fine and dandy. We adjusted the sound as needed. If it was too loud, if it was too soft, whatever, we fixed it. And that was fine. That was fine. That was absolutely fine. It was a little strange being upstairs, but it was fine. And then comes this past Friday night. So I already felt like I was running behind because I thought the show was supposed to start at 7. Turns out it was supposed to start at 8. But I was running behind, and I thought I was coming back from Nashville. And I had to go drop my cat off here at Mom's house, and then I was gonna drive back down there. It would have been easier just to go straight there, but I have my cat now, and I don't want to leave her in a cold car, obviously, so I had to take her to Blue Ridge first and then come down to this venue, which was about an hour and a half away from home. And I get there swiftly in enough time to hurriedly set up. And they're like, we have the new equipment now. Okay. And I was like, so what does it all entail? And they're like, putting on this, I'm not gonna say, I don't remember exactly what they said, so I'm just gonna say they were very nice, and they were saying, you know, we do have like a mixer and stuff, but you know, we don't really know how to use it that well. We'd have to call the sound guy. So I said, well, how about we just use my my mixer and my monitor and just try to plug it in through the speaker, so that way you don't have to call the sound guy. Because that's always worked before in other places. I mean, honestly, it has. It's worked really well before in other places. So we did that, and everything sounded fine except one of their house speakers was crackling, and we didn't know how to fix it. So I'm playing the songs, and it's overloading, and I don't know what to do. So they said, okay, we're gonna call the sound guy because we need him here to figure out what's going on. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I said, I want to keep playing. Can I keep playing without the house speaker? Like, can I just turn up my big speaker, use my little monitor, use the speaker, point it up toward the loft, and just, you know, turn it up a little louder and just use that? They go, yeah, that's fine. And they even told me it sounded fine. That's great. Great. I'm glad it sounds good. And it sounded good to me, and I could hear myself really well, and it's really hard in a concrete room anyway to hear yourself. So I did that for a while, and then the sound guy gets there. And the sound guy looks at my equipment. He goes, oh, I see why it's not working. It's because your mixer is the problem. It's not, you know, gonna work with these speakers. It's just, you know, it's just a little kind of almost insulting in a way, but I don't know if he was meaning to be that way. He might have just been just trying to explain to me that I don't need to worry about using my equipment because they have really nice stuff now, but I didn't know how to use the stuff, so how could I have used it if nobody knew how to tell me how to use it, you know? So, hour into my show, he unplugs all my stuff, gets the mixer, unplugs all that stuff, and then he plugs me directly into their speakers with no mixer. And just only thing he has control over is on his iPad, and it is the sound as a whole, and he can't mix the monitor separately from the sound. And so I tried playing like that for a few songs, and I'm like, why won't the monitor go louder? Because all I can hear is the echo of my voice bouncing back and forth. And if, you know, that's kind of a really complicated situation in your head when you're trying to sing to what's bouncing back at you, and it's just really disorienting. Okay, it was very disorienting. And I know that makes me sound like a diva, but when you've been doing this for a long time, you kind of figure out what works and what doesn't. And I was just wondering why that was working. I think 4 or 5 years ago, sorry, I'm shaky because I'm just upset. I think 4 or 5 years ago, I would have just gone along with it. But now that I kind of know what works for me, I said, you know, I want to figure this out because next time I'm here, I don't want to have to go through this again. You know, we need to figure out what's going on. So he goes, I'll have to get the mixer. I'll have to reconfigure everything. And I'm like, really? Great. Okay. I said, well, here's the deal. I ordered food, and I'm going to take a break here in like 15, 20 minutes. Said, let's wait until I get my food. That way we're not wasting any extra time. And I said, okay, I'm going to get the food, and then we're going to work on it. So I got my food. He ended up getting his food at the same time, which was lovely. And he set up the mixer and everything. And then he said, in order though to be able to run the monitor sound and to adjust it, you have to download this app on your phone. So he grabs my phone and he starts to download that. He goes, the internet is just crap here. It's just crap. If it wasn't crap here, then this would have been done a long time ago. And apparently it took like 15, 20, 30 minutes for it to download. And we're in the middle of my set. And this thing's still downloading. We can't use the mixer. The mixer wasn't connecting to it. And also my phone wasn't downloading the app. So he was having a hard time with his iPad and with my phone at the same time, and we couldn't do anything about it. Now, what would have been easier other than to just use my equipment for the time being, and next time run the sound through that? Anyway, so we finally get it working, and literally I only have like probably 30 minutes left of my show. This is a 3-hour show. I usually do like 45-minute sets. Sometimes I'll play a whole hour and a half or hour and 15 and then take only one break during a 3-hour set. Just depends on how I'm feeling that day, if I want to push through or not. But that was weird. It was like I only got to play a few songs over a 3-hour period. And so I was really embarrassed, and I just felt like it was all my fault. I felt like, why does this keep happening here? And I just thought, well, maybe we'll figure it out next time. Maybe we have something in order. But I was just really aggravated and really just felt like I needed to say something, which was probably my mistake, right? So I email the booking guy, and I very kindly, but also sternly, like I tell him what happened. And I said that it was just kind of crazy, and I just would like to help with my opinion. Like, I would like to express to you how maybe we could work with this and make it better for next time, because I don't want to be that musician that comes in every time and the sound doesn't work. You know, I just want us to all work together and figure this out and make it sound good, right? Because not only do I need to sound good for my brand, but they need a musician that sounds good for their brand. So I wrote him a long message, and I told him what happened, and I said that, you know, maybe we could either have the sound guy there, or the sound guy can teach me how to use the stuff, or it's already set up when I get there and I just plug my stuff in, or I have a list, maybe, like he gives me a list of how to use the equipment so that I can follow the steps and plug everything up and be ready to go, and then eventually I'll learn how to do it. But he emailed back, and the familiar words that I love to hear. He said, "The owners have asked me to relieve you of your duties and cancel your show in March, and anything further will not be happening." But I thought at first, oh, that's in response to what I just said. But it wasn't. He said that the owner, one of the owners or two of the owners or something, heard me over the microphone talking to one of the managers, I guess. I think that's what it was. Saying, you know, the sound's just never right when I'm here. Which was the truth. Was not meant to be said to the audience in a mean or rude way about the venue. The whole night I was saying, hey, we're going to get this right. We're going to get this fixed. It's all going to be okay. But needless to say, I was a little aggravated at the whole situation. And I know that the audience was. So he said that they overheard me saying that and got offended, and they want me to not come back. So I've been banned from another venue. Yay! But at the end of it all, that was not meant to be said over the mic. I believe it, I don't even know what time it is, but I believe it was when the managers were talking to me and saying like, man, we've had issues like trying to get your sound right. I know that we'll get it right next time. And I was like, yeah, I know, it's really weird whenever I'm here, like the sound just doesn't work. I was joking about it, but apparently the owners took it negatively. I'm pretty sure that was a time where I wasn't even trying to talk in the mic, but there I was at the mic. So I do want to say to the owners, that's not what I intended. I apologize for that being heard over the microphone, and I'm sorry that it came across in a way that it wasn't meant to. I apologize for that. But at the same time, I just feel like I'm getting fired for trying to help, that I'm getting fired for not knowing how to run the sound. No one ever taught me how to run, and for standing up for myself, and for trying to make things better. I feel really aggravated right now, and I feel bad about myself, and I feel like these venues keep firing me because I must just be a bitch, you know? I guess that the further I've gotten in my music career, the more venues I have as options, and whenever something just isn't going great after many times, I just start to realize that I probably shouldn't play there anymore, or we need to fix something about it. Either if it's where I play, if I need to play in a different corner, or whatever. And what's funny is that my boyfriend, and a lot of guys, they have a really easy time with this. They just kind of tell people what they want and they let them do it. But with women, if we do that, we're bitches. We're rude, we're offensive, and we're full of drama. And I just think that that is unfair. It's very unfair. So, needless to say, I won't be playing at this place outside of Atlanta anymore. And I'm quite offended now as well, and I guess I probably won't be visiting there anymore because I think that they think that I'm a bitch. So, another one to the blacklist. I'm on their blacklist, they're on my blacklist, and it was good pay too, which is unfortunate. But you know, you live and you learn. These things happen. And I am just gonna go crawl in a hole and hide from the world now. Oh wait, I can't. I have to pick my cat up because she got fixed today. Anyway, I'd like to know your opinions if you want to. Try to be nice and not just an asshole, because I ain't feeling great right now. My hormones are all jacked to shit because of my ovarian cyst and endometriosis that I'm getting removed soon. And I just feel very aggravated at myself that I shouldn't have sent that message, that I shouldn't have said anything, that I should have just gone with the sound being shit and just left it that way. And that's not how I should feel. I should feel like I'm allowed to stand up for myself, but that's at least what I think. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm sorry that there's been a whooshing sound in the background, but I had to have this heater on because I'm just cold. It's cold down here. But anyway, thank you for listening. I hope that I was able to say this in a way that was not super disrespectful. But yeah, forewarning, if you play at this place, just know, just go with whatever they want, and don't accidentally say something over the mic that they wouldn't want to hear. Bye.